What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another stream, the JB Quinnan channel. Like, share, subscribe. Today we are going to be reviewing a past clip from Iyanla. I'm sure you're familiar with her. Um, she's been around. She's one of many that stopped dealing with sisters because of their irrationality. Once again, show some love to the page, like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Because me, I'm like 1,000, a million women out here. And we work every day to take care of these kids. We do everything we have to do for these kids. And these men just skate. And we lay down with men.
How the fuck men just skate? Men pay child support. As long as men pay child support with the threat of jail, like, it would be one thing. See, that's my thing. It would be one thing if women petitioned for 50-50 custody and then the men weren't showing up and doing their part. But you can't petition to have full custody, to give the man visitation in a time most men don't have weekends off. The default custody order is every other weekend. So if a man works weekends and can't get weekends off, he's a default deadbeat dad by default. His job doesn't care. I've worked jobs on orientation. I've worked jobs on orientation. They said, I don't care if you have to go to court for child custody. You're here to work. I had jobs say that. I had jobs say, we're not going to give you time off to fight for custody. I've had jobs say that, man. Y'all live life so much on your experience that you just clearly don't give a fuck about what men go through. And then when men give up, you just go, oh, well, you should have fight harder. Why the fuck do we have to fight? Why is your failure our fault if 99% of people are trying to get full custody and give visitation? If you wouldn't accept visitation in a relationship, 14% of anything is not efficient. If a husband only was available year round 14% of the time, you would divorce him. But if your baby father only has 14% custody every other weekend, you expect him to do a good job raising his children. But you wouldn't accept a man that was only available 15% of 1 year. So your needs in a husband or boyfriend is more important than the needs of your children. I've been studying you guys. I've been studying you. That's how I know that you don't even realize how selfish a lot of you are.
We don't protect ourselves. We lay down with men and we don't protect ourselves. So I don't want a badge of courage for the mistakes that I've made. It's not like that. Okay, yeah, but this is not about they do, I do, we do. This is about women seeking validation in the bed with a man. It's about us being broken. Absolutely. And look.
Did you see that? This is the go-to. Anytime, this is the algorithm of a loser. Anytime something is wrong, they find somebody else to blame. And then when they have a permanent scapegoat, they find a way to make these permanent scapegoats the reason for everything inadequate with their life. So there's some people that will blame white people for everything wrong. They'll blame slavery. Then they'll blame the inadequacy of the black man. That's nonsensical.
Give us somebody else to fill us up. Absolutely. That's what this is about. Not about you taking care of the child that you had with a man when you didn't have a condom or pill or something. We all have to take responsibility because the children are suffering.
And that's all we care about is the children. So I'm going to keep going back to this. You will give your children 14% of 1 year and then be mad at that dad when he didn't contribute the world. You got 30%, you get 30% of his check and he only gets 14% of 1 year with his child. He pays twice the amount in the percentage that he actually he pays 30% of his income to see his child 14%. You have 90% of influence over the child. The child fails, and you blame the person that you gave 14% visitation. You volunteered to have 90% influence. You got 30% of somebody else's income while having 90% influence, and then when the child doesn't grow up right, you blame the other person when you took the leadership position. When you take the leadership position, which is anything more than 50%, then you are solely responsible for the outcome. You don't get to blame anybody. A CEO doesn't get to blame the entry-level worker. The CEO doesn't get to blame HR. The CEO is the face and head of the company. When you sign up to be head of households, which you file on your taxes, you are responsible for everything negative and positive from that time on.
I'm upset. I'm